Hi guys, I'm going to be talking about MOMT today, and as a disclaimer before I start, this video is for entertainment purposes only and shall not be construed as financial advice. Okay, let's get into it. So recently the stock of MOMT, it tanked, and it was because their Mumbai location was hijacked in August. And this information is all on this page, and I'm reading this straight from the press release of September 14, 2018. I'm just going to give you a brief, concise synopsis of basically what happened. So, MOMT, these guys decided to have a board meeting without the consent or authorization of the MOMT leadership group. So these guys, they conducted their own board meeting. They didn't tell anybody about it. And what they did in that board meeting was they transferred a little bit over 50% of MOMT's assets into their own company. Their own company was called LI-DPPL. And that's all right here. 50.5% of their shares were transferred to their company. So obviously they violated the law. You can't have a board meeting without their consent. And whenever there's a stock in a board meeting, you need a minutes of hearing or you need to record it. They didn't do any of that. So nobody knows what happened, so nobody can authorize it. So everything was done behind MOMT leadership group behind their back. Okay? And what else happened was MOMT, they have a sister company, and that's right here. It's called DPPL. So these guys that have their own illegitimate company called DPPL, they told the employees, because all the employees, they work for DPPL, they told those employees of DPPL that they need to work for LIDPPL, which is their company. And it says right here, they had no legal standing to make that demand, and they actually coerced the employees into doing it. So they basically tricked these employees that, hey, who you're working for, it doesn't exist. You need to come over to LIDPPL because that's the new company now. So the employees, they probably didn't know any better, and they started working for the new illegitimate company. So the good thing is MOMT, they got the names of all the guys that were in the LIDPPL group, and here they are. And I think it talks about one of them even has a history right here. Ash Verma apparently has a history of fraud and money laundering. I mean, that's a huge red flag and a huge bullet against them. So, and then they even provide evidence right here, LI Consulting, and then it has these guys' names and emails and phone numbers. So basically the U.S. management team of MOMT, they had no idea about the board meeting, and they didn't authorize it. There was no minutes of hearing. They never recorded the meeting. And what's going to happen now, which is very important, is they're going to file civil and criminal charges. And here's all the different violations. Shares of MMPL, which is an alias of MOMT, were transferred without their consent. The board members cannot be added to the board without MOMT's consent. So that's these guys that held the board meeting, they added themselves as board members. Obviously, you can't do that. And it just talks about all the wrongdoings that they did. And look, they're pursuing legal action. Immediate injunctive relief. Injunctive relief is basically you're getting a court order saying, hey, this person needs to stop now. And it says immediate injunctive relief, and that's usually what injunctive relief is. It's basically saying if somebody's bothering you, you can't go to court and say, hey, this person's bothering me, because it might take 8 months or a year. So what injunctive relief is, you get an immediate court order that, hey, this person needs to stop bothering me right now. So that's what MOMT is doing. They want immediate injunctive relief. And then they're going to take it to arbitration. So the way I understand how these things work, MOMT, they're throwing the kitchen sink at these guys. They're filing civil charges, they're filing criminal charges. Civil charges are when you want money, you want monetary damages against a person. So they want their money back from these guys. Then they're filing criminal charges. Criminal means, hey, they want to put them behind bars. They want their money back and they want them to go to jail for a very long time. And they're asking for injunctive relief. And then it talks about arbitration. Where did that go? Arbitration in London at the earliest possible opportunity. So the way I understand arbitration is there's three parties. There's going to be MOMT, there's going to be the guys that did the fraudulent activity, and then there's going to be a disinterested third party. And what happens is MOMT is going to give their case, and the disinterested third party, he's either going to agree or not agree with them. But in this case, it's pretty clear cut and black and white that those guys that did all that shady stuff were totally wrong. So that's why they're going to arbitration. Once they get that ruling, I think they said that they're also going to do civil court, and I think it talks about it. And these are all the sections, code sections that these guys broke. You guys can read that. But where does it talk about it? So they're going to go to high court, they're going to go to criminal court, they're going to go to civil court, and they're going to go to arbitration. So that's what I mean by the kitchen sink. Civil court, they want to get their damn money. Criminal court, they want to put these guys behind bars. Arbitration is they want a quick ruling, not from a judge, just from a disinterested third party. And then you got your high court, which is essentially, that is when they will be in front of a judge. So there will not be a disinterested third party. I mean, technically there will be, but that person's going to be the judge. So it'd be MOMT, these guys that did all the illegitimate, shady stuff, and then there's going to be a judge. So, and then it even tells you the hearing dates so we can follow along and see what happens. So that's my quick, brief synopsis of basically what happened with this company. And this company, it was going to go on the NASDAQ, and unfortunately all this stuff happened. In my opinion right now, this stock is a huge steal. It's unfortunate for the shareholders that were holding at $6, $8, $10 because it dropped all the way down. But it is a blessing for new investors right now.